In this video, we are going to look into a very important topic, and that is receiving the customer advances from customer against a future sales order or against the current sales order. As you can see in these two transactions, both of these are on the same date, and against the first, we have received the cash from Mr. Samuel Burns as advance for sales order. So they have ordered some items to us that we are bound to deliver in future. This is the quantity, this is the rate, and this is the total amount. But it is our policy that we receive some advance and then we will start preparing for that order. But right now we have just received the cash against a future promise that we will deliver these goods. So this cash advance is a liability on us because either we have to return that cash back or we have to deliver the items that we promised. So both of transactions will be entered in a single video. I'll show you in this particular video how we can do both. First of all, let's enter a sales order against that. I'll show you how we can receive the advance as well. So from the main section, first of all, if you're in accounting, you just go back and just go to the sales module because the sales order won't affect accounts. So it will not be found in accounting section. Sales section is separately made for it. On the top right corner, we have the sales app. Just click here and click on orders and click on orders again. Let's create a new order. This is for Mr. Samuel Burns. I've already added this, but otherwise you can just paste the name and you can create this customer. It's that simple. Expiration date, since we are in quotation right now, I'll just mention the expiration date by the end of this particular month. And the quotation date, I'll mention the transaction date, which is 12th of January. Payment terms is, I'll just keep it to immediate, or you can keep it to 30 days. Let's start entering the items. Don't worry about the quotation. I'll just convert it in sales order in just a while. So the order is for shirts. For shirts, quantity is 1800, rate is 400. Quantity is 1800 and rate is 400. So this makes the total to 720,000. Samuel Burns, all set. Click on confirm. And now it is showing the sales order. If you see the right number, that's perfect. But if you see a wrong number, that is automatically shown. Since the sales order number is 27 and here it is showing 26. So I just cancel this, click OK. And if we check the quotation is already entered. Here it is, but it is cancelled. So don't worry about that. I'll just make the adjustment in the number first because that's very important to learn how we can correct the automatic numbering. Just go back and just write sequence here. On the main screen, just start writing sequence and identifiers and sequences. Just go in here and just write sales and it shows the sales order. You can see the next number automatically that will pop up is 27. So that's because we have cancelled the order and now it's showing 27. That's perfect. But otherwise you can make this correction here. Let's go back and let's click on the sales. Let's open this up, set to quotation, click on confirm. But here, okay, it shows again this one. So what we can do is just create a duplicate of it. Just select this, click on actions and click on duplicate. So now it's order number 27 automatically. Later on, we will cancel the earlier one. Just make sure that everything is showing perfectly. Make corrections on the dates. The date was of 12th of January. All good. Click on confirm. And now we have the sales order ready. Now against this sales order, we have already received some cash in advance. But as you can see on the top, we don't see any payment option, but we have the create invoice option. It's hidden in there. Just click on this and you will immediately get these three options. Either you have received any down payment of a fixed percentage or a fixed amount. We have received down payment against a fixed amount because that was 400,000. Let's mention 400,000 that we have received. Click on create draft and it will create a customer invoice against a payment that you have received. So it created automatically the item of a down payment and it put this balance against the opening balance equity suspense account. But instead of this, it should go in a separate area, that is the liability account. So if you have the liability account created, you can just directly search for it or otherwise click on search more. I just remove the filter of income and here we have all the liabilities account. But as we can see, we don't have this liability account. So we will just find the gap between any of the ledgers, and we will see a suitable area for that. So 212, after that there is no 213 and it goes under current liability. So I'll just create a liability account here. So in 213 000, and it's against the customer advances. It's a current liability. Click save. And the quantity, we don't need to mention any quantity, just you can mention 1. By default it is set to 1 as well. And just mention the same date. Make sure to change the date, otherwise you won't be able to find your transactions in the right dates. Due date is, let's say, by the end of the month. Sales, I'll keep it as it is. And in the journal items, you can check the journal entry effect of it. So here we can see the customer advances is credit as a liability. This is perfect. And against that, debtors is debit. But if we create this way, we will have to pay for it separately. So what we can do is, in this particular transaction, we just change it to cash. Let's see if it works. Click on confirm. Okay, it says invalid operation. So what we need to do is, we'll post it in account receivable. Click on confirm. And now we can pay for it. But we have journal as cash or as bank. We have already learned how we can configure this. Just go to the configuration, click on journals from the main accounting area, not from here. And then we can configure that. So we have already configured the cash section. Make sure the cash ledger is associated with it in the background. And we just receive the cash on 12th of January. In the memo, we can just mention this, click on create payment. And now it is under payment. Let's go to the main section, orders. So this is to invoice. And if we go back, if we check on accounting module and click on customers and click on payments, it will show this one as in process. If we open this, we can click on validate and then it should reflect in accounts. Finally, after that, we will just go to the configuration and check the chart of accounts whether the liability is properly booked as customer advances or not. So we have the customer advance right here. Click on view and we have 400,000 balance perfectly recorded this way. So this is how we can record the sales order against the customer advances in Odoo. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.